What was that? What performance was that? This wasn't just a loss, this was just a shambolic disaster. How can we be leading so early in the game and just throw it all away at the dying minutes? This was a game that we're supposed to win. This was an easy win, but we somehow made it very, very hard for ourselves. And we lost to a newly promoted side. We lost 2-1 in the dying minutes against Sunderland in the Premier League. How did we lose that? It just didn't make sense. This team, I mean, we've had very, very good runs. We've had very, very good performances so far. And when we just throw everything away against Sunderland, the game started very well. The game started well. We got a very early goal against Sunderland from Garnacho, scoring his first goal for Chelsea. A very good goal from him, but it didn't really make any difference in the long run because we couldn't break their defense. After that goal went in, we just couldn't break their defense. Any chance that came in, they were able to kick it out. Any chance that came in, they were able to defend it. They were able to defend it to the T. Sometimes they had 11 players back defending. Even though they were a goal down, they had 11 players back defending. And there's just this thing, we can't really score against low block teams. Although Garnacho scored a brilliant goal in the first half or in the early minutes, we just can't break down these low block teams. We should have pounced on it. And yes, a couple of players had chances. Cucurella had some half chances. João Pedro also had some half chances. They were not concrete chances, but still, they could have done better with it. They could have done better with hitting the ball on target. How can you go and beat Ajax 5-1 and then come and lose 2-1 at home to Sunderland? It just doesn't make any sense at all. And there's also another thing that we can't do this season. We can't defend long throws. I just don't get. This is not the first time that we've considered a goal from a long throw. Sunderland's goal came from a long throw into the box, and then their player was there to pounce on it, and there was nothing Sanchez could do about it. I can't really blame Sanchez. Sanchez saved us quite a bit in this game. There was a cross that came in that he had to put a hand to it, or else to have fallen directly to the Sunderland player and would have scored. Sanchez today was okay for me. There's no fault of his. The fault goes solely to the defenders and the players also for not tracking back. I know I'm skipping ahead, but I just don't want to go methodical because I'm very, very angry with the way we played today. Our performance today was so bad. We had majority of the possession. We had majority of the control of the ball, but we couldn't do anything with it. We resulted to crossing into the box, something that we used to do a lot last season whenever we faced low block teams. We resulted in crossing from the wings, and low block teams will defend crosses that come in. Like I said, Sunderland at times they were defending with 11 men in the box. We need some creativity in this game. And yes, there were some players that were trying to make things happen, but it just wasn't going to. When Esteval came on, you could see the clear difference between him and the rest of the attackers, because he was the one taking Sunderland players on. He was the one finding way into the box, trying to cross the ball and trying to take shots at goal, taking shots at goal. I don't know what it is that João Pedro has just... He has found it very, very difficult to score. I think he hasn't scored in 8 games for Chelsea, and that is alarming. It's really, really alarming because he's our main guy. He's our main striker. We need him to be scoring goals. We need him to be performing. What Esteval did when he came on, João Pedro should also be doing that. But Neto 2 today was also very quiet. Didn't really affect the game too much. At the back, Cucurella was saving us quite a bit. He was saving us quite a bit. Some of the shots that were coming in, he was blocking it, and it wasn't going through. Joshua Champon was our best centre back of the day. But what happens? Maresca goes and changes him and brings Tosin in. I'm not saying Tosin is a bad player. Tosin is not a bad player, but he has made some serious mistakes in recent games. So why do you bring him on when we needed to score? We needed to defend our one goal. We needed to defend our box and make sure that Sunderland doesn't take the lead. But you bring Tosin on, and considered in the 93rd minute. 93rd minute, Tosin allowed his man to hold the ball and wait for his player to come into the box to release a pass to him. I'm going to blame him entirely because yes, Tosin and Chaluba were the ones marking that attacker. But why did we allow the attacker to run all the way? The one who scored the goal, is it Talbi or Talibi? I've forgotten his name. Why did we allow him to run all the way from his box into our box to receive the pass and score? Nobody tracked back with him. Nobody marked him. Nobody came with him. Like everybody was. Yeah, I get it that in the final minutes we're trying to score, and we almost scored. But this is what counterattacks do. So we should prepare for the counterattack. We should be prepared that they can counter and score, and they did. Our players were there in their box trying to get a goal, and they forgot to track back with this player, and he ended up scoring. And I don't know. I don't know. The performance today was just very, very poor. We really need to set up. We really need to do something about our defense. Our defending always leads us to conceding, to losing games. It's just, it has to change. It has to change. Why can't we defend long throws? Why can't we defend long throws? A throw comes in, a long throw comes in. Mark the players out, head the ball away. I just don't get why the ball has to come into the box. It has to bounce in the box. Oh, it always has to bounce in the box, and then it eventually reaches an opposition player and they score. It needs to get better. Today we had a chance of going top 4. We had a good chance of going top 4, and now just throwing it away. I think Sunderland ends up being second on the table because of this win, and it's a win that they didn't. We gave it to them. We gave it to them on a silver platter. We gave it to them because we were focused on scoring, and we left the back open. It's not good. It's not good. We are not good enough. And yeah, I mean, this season I had high hopes. I had high hopes of us getting into top 4, getting closer to the top, or maybe probably even winning it. But nah, we don't deserve to call ourselves world champions. We don't deserve to be wearing this on our chest if we can't beat Sunderland in the Premier League. How is that possible? I'm not saying anything that Sunderland, they're a bad team. They are not a bad team, but we are better than them. We should be scoring. We should be beating them. We should be beating them. We should be beating these low block teams. These teams that come in and decide to defend. We need to find a solution to be able to break that defense. Why is it possible for other teams to break down those defenses? But when we find ourselves with these teams, then we can't score. We can't penetrate through their defenses. It doesn't make any sense. I think the defenders just need to set up. They need to set up. They need some direction. They need some leadership in that back line. We need to get somebody who come in, somebody like Thiago Silva, who can come in and just sort out that defense, because the defense, they're all over the place. Look at the mistakes that we've done in recent games. Like, we made so many. Tosin caused the penalty against Ajax. And look at the game against Nottingham Forest. Mistakes from Lavia, mistakes from Shaloba, mistakes at the back, nearly costing us the game. We play so well and then we just lose because of some defensive lapse. It doesn't, like, we need to set up. We need to stop these things. We are losing valuable points because of mistakes at the back. I mean, like I said, this review is all over the place because I really pissed at the way we performed today. Very, very poor performance. And yeah, I mean, that's gonna be it from me. If you have any thoughts about the game, let me know in the comment section down below. It was bad. It was definitely a bad performance. So yeah, if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe, give the video a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, stay safe.